Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of Meet the Scapers. I am your host, Easy Company, and for episode 1 of Meet the Scapers, I'd like to go into my journey of RuneScape and what I enjoy. So to begin, let's just start off with my main account, which I started back in, I believe, 2003. So I've been around RuneScape for almost 20 years. I originally started off in grade school when a friend of mine brought it to my attention. He was like, "Hey man, have you played this game called RuneScape?" And I've never heard of it before. Honestly, that started my gaming career. Like, I've never really played video games religiously day in and day out like I did until I started playing RuneScape back in 2003. So I probably played through what they call the glory days of old school RuneScape. Like, I was around for the Falador massacre and was on the day that it actually was going down and hopped over to the world to see innocent people in Falador getting slaughtered. Back in the days of Castle Wars, where I couldn't wait to come home from school and just play Castle Wars for 5-6 hours until it was time to go to bed, skipping out on homework. And Castle Wars was very competitive, always full at the time. And yeah, I just couldn't imagine where I'd be today without RuneScape in the MMO scene. I remember asking my dad for membership back in the day, and he'd have to shell out I think it was like $2.99 a month, or like $4 a month for membership back in like the early 2000s. I remember playing on 2 monitors, like not like the flat screens that we have today. And if you take a look up here, you can see that nowadays I'm playing 3 accounts at once. And the game is just completely different than what it used to be. But we'll talk more about that later. So yeah, I've been around for about 20 years. Probably half of that I wasn't playing. Like, I've only came back to RuneScape 3 about a year ago. Before that, I think I was around level 70 dungeoneering. And that was kind of my burnout when they went to Squeal of Fortune and more of a pay-to-win aspect. But now that I'm an adult and I wasn't in high school anymore, the pay-to-win's not so bad because I can actually participate in it from time to time, or I think I understand it more. Like, companies have to make money, so I know that's a very hit or miss topic for a lot of scapers. Some of my accomplishments, I would say, like back in the day, getting 99s, like maxing out my combat. This was probably around like 2005, 2006. I remember when fletching and farming were first released. Wasn't a fan of farming, but now I am, with like the player-owned farms. But getting 99 fletching, 99 cooking, those were some of my big accomplishments back in the early 2000s. I had a lot of other 99s too, like Prayer, Herblore, and I kind of burnt out around the days of, excuse me, tier 70 gear, with like the God Wars swords, the God swords, and Armadillo, Bandos. That was kind of best in slot back then. And I was very close to getting the Pack Yak, but I never got to, I think it was 95 or 96. I was around like 92. And I burned out when Dungeoneering was released, and I took about an 8 or 9 year break till now. So I've been around since last November. So I've been playing RuneScape pretty much full time for about a year. And coming back to the game, there was 3 new skills. There was archaeology, divination, and invention. And then they added necromancy this year. And then some of the skills now scale up to 120, which to me, that's like the new 99. Back in old school, hitting 99 was a huge accomplishment. And I feel like nowadays, getting 120 is that new dopamine, like, accomplishment. So some of my current accomplishments within my 1 year back was getting true max, getting all the 120s to 120, including necromancy. And this double XP, this is my 5th double XP since my return. I've only done 5, and since then I got 120 fishing, cooking, construction. So yeah, it's been really fun. And my current goal is, if you can read above me, it's 120 mining and 120 wood cutting currently. But currently my massive goal is 120 all. And that is definitely going to take some time. So some more just about myself. I'm looking for other scapers out there to wanting to just talk all things RuneScape. I want to know about your journeys. I'm 31 years old, and like I said, I've been playing since I was around 11, 12 years old. And I just want to know more about what you guys currently dislike, like about the game, what your current goals are, what are some of your accomplishments, kind of the things that I just went over. In the Meet the Scapers podcast, these can be very brief, they can go up to an hour. It just depends on, you know, the vibe that we're putting off when we do these. If you would like to become a scaper that gets to meet and talk about the community and everything, I'd be glad to upload these. We'll probably do them through Discord, so in the description I'll link my Discord name, and also I'll link my in-game name. It's just EZ Space Company. But yeah, if you want to do an episode with me, I'd be more than happy to sit down. We could do these on Discord. We can either show your face, kind of like this, or we can just talk and then we can upload it. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to give out your real life stuff unless you want to. But yeah, my name's Dylan. I'm 31. I really enjoy RuneScape, and I just want to get to talk to, you know, some of the lesser famous people that don't really have the platform and would like to just, you know, talk about what they're grinding out, you know, because there's a lot of us that are working towards something, or whether that being PVM or skilling related. So I am your host, Easy Company. This is going to be a brief kind of first episode of just getting to know me, and if you would like to join the podcast, just give me a shout out or add me on Discord. Peace.